deep in the bayou. Welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, checking in with Coach Decimo, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential. He understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So South Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Not a highly touted recruit, but what a job in camp to win the starting job here for the opener. Motion from the wide receiver. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Phillips.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll be dropped.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense takes the field for the first time in this game. We get a look at Shelton Sampson Jr. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Keeps it himself and gets the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Reagan.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Reagan. Runs through, man. He might have some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Under pressure, and he never had a chance.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Out wide right, it's Jensen. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Jacobs. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throws to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. From the gun, it's Phillips.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Buying time to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Wide receiver going in motion. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Jaguars moving quickly to the line. Moves the pocket. It's Jacobs. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes a grab. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Burrowing for yardage. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side, it's Jensen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. Just smothered on the play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Out wide left, it's Marion. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. To the air, it's Jacobs. Escapes the pressure going right. It's complete.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the 1st down.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Left side is Malone. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Quick handoff. Trucks through the defender. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Winfield. Right side, it's Jensen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. And the Jaguars will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Not much went right in the first half, hoping for better things as they start this third quarter.
Yeah, and you've got to put that first half behind us. This offense has proven they're better than 3 points in a first half. Now, put this drive together, build some momentum, and let's see where this game can go.
But if you're on defense, keep the pedal to the metal. Stay aggressive. Everything you did in that first half worked perfectly. Let's continue that trend here in the second half.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Uh-oh, look out. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hits inside. It's Malone. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They boot it away. On the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Out wide right, it's Sampson. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Sets his feet. It's Winfield. Still looking. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Going with the ground game left. Swamped immediately.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Working the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. So the defense sets them up with an interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Malone. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. To the air, it's Jacobs. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Trying to take it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up, and this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Running inside. It's Phillips. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Right back to it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. On the run, it's Malone. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll run him again. Knocked down immediately.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.